Chapter 1. You are listening at FameTV.info. Translator. Henyi Translations Editor. Henyi Translations Magic Martial Continent, Wa. With a loud cry, the 18th generation descendant of the Nicholas family clan was born. As if a switch had been flipped, something beyond the realm of consciousness was awakened. Ding. System conditions fulfilled. System initializing, ding. Ancestor simulator activated, ding. Host status detected, host. Romo Nicholas, identity. Founder of the Nicholas family clan, current status. Deceased for 503 years, 3 months and 3 days, physical body. Destroyed, spirit. Dormant. Can be activated, activating spirit. Spirit activated, a transparent spirit, not visible to the naked eye, had emerged from the uppermost tablet in the ancestral hall of the Nicholas family clan. Romo was dumbfounded. What was happening? Wasn't he dead? Why was he alive? Buzz. A stream of information entered Romo's mind, and he instantly knew the cause of all this damn ancestor simulation system. Are you messing with me? You didn't activate when I was alive, and now that I've been dead for hundreds of years, you then activated. Romo was especially speechless. He was actually a transmigrator who was originally a homebody on Earth. By chance, he had transmigrated to the magic martial continent. This was a world filled with magical power and martial arts, where the strong reigned and the law of the jungle ruled. He did not have a prominent identity, he was just a commoner. All his hopes had been placed on systems which might have existed. After all, he had read many web novels as a homebody. All transmigrators had the systems with them. However, he had exhausted almost all means to summon the system and still failed to make the system manifest itself in the end. After a year, he gave up. Fortunately, his mental strength was extremely powerful, perhaps because he had lived 2 lifetimes. It was also because of this that a wandering mage took a fancy to him and took him in as an apprentice of magical power. Then, he learned magical power from this mage and embarked on the never-ending journey to study magical power. It was not easy for him to get to live again, so no matter what, he had to have some achievements. Therefore, he worked extremely hard to study magical power, much harder than anyone else. Coupled with his mental strength, which was much stronger than others, he advanced rapidly along the path of magical power. Soon, from an apprentice of magical power, he became a very powerful mage. This enabled him to establish his own mage family, and they became renowned. However, because he did not have the background, he had to go around searching for the magical relics left behind by the predecessors. He searched for magic potions and magical power techniques that could help him increase his strength. However, in one such expedition, he was plotted against by a paladin and died. Initially, he thought that his life was over, just like that. However, who would have thought that he would come back to life again after having been dead for hundreds of years? And he was even awakened by the system, which was called the Ancestor Simulator. Romo did not know whether to laugh or cry at the required condition for the system to be activated. It actually required Romo's 18th generation descendant to be born. Just a moment ago, this condition had been met, so the system had also activated. Even Romo had been forcefully revived by the system. However, this revival had failed somewhat. Only his spirit had been revived, but not his physical body. According to how this world would put it, he was now a spirit. This was not a good state to be in. He had studied magical power for over 100 years and had some understanding of the special existence of a spirit. Spectral spirits were a strange and precarious existence. They did not become a spirit simply after a person had died. No one knew how they came into being. Spectral spirits usually did not have their own consciousness, they were unaware. Some were harmless, just like a figure of imagination. Some were extremely terrifying. They killed wantonly without even knowing how the other party was killed. In short, creepy and terrifying were their names. However, Romo clearly had his own consciousness and thoughts currently. It could be said that he was an oddity among the spectral spirits. He just did not know if he could be completely revived with the help of the system. As he thought of the system, he immediately spoke silently in his head, "System, open my attributes panel." With a flash of light, a transparent attributes panel, which only he could see, appeared in front of him. On it, his attributes were listed in detail: host, Romo, Nicholas, identity, founder of the Nicholas family clan, status, spectral spirit, special, level, spectral spirit level 1, family clan rank. Rank 1. Lowest rank, on the verge of bankruptcy, family clan luck. Level 1, lowest, family clan members. 23 people, family clan base location. Winterfrost, family clan reputation. Little known, family clan assets. Some minor assets. Think in silence to see the details, family clan treasures. None, magical items. None, faith. 130,000, Romo first looked at the state of his spirit. He was actually a level 0.1 spectral spirit. This meant that even if he was in the spirit form, he could still level up. It was great as long as he could still level up. This way, he would have a way to increase his strength. If his strength could be increased, then it would be possible for him to be completely revived. But currently, what he could depend on the most now was the Ancestor simulator. The Ancestor simulator's use was to protect descendants and help them, and then obtain their faith in return. He could then use the faith to exchange for good stuff from the system. This would form a virtuous cycle. In order to obtain more faith, the family clan had to be stronger, the better. However, Romo's heart turned cold when he saw the family clan's information on the attributes panel. He clearly remembered that when he was still alive, his family clan was in the Holy Light City. It was the most prosperous city in the entire magic martial continent, the center of the entire continent. Their family clan had more than 100 family members. Their Nicholas family clan was indeed very powerful, but now, they had actually moved from the Holy Light City to such a desolate place like Winterfrost. The family clan's members numbered only 22, and the family clan was only a little known. After 500 years of development, the family clan had actually declined to such a sorry state. Romo felt a little indignant for himself. These descendants were too useless. He had built such a good foundation, and yet they had squandered the entire estate he had accumulated. Unfilial descendants. Romo rebuked, in his heart, "No, I must see who the current head of the family is. He had messed up the family clan, he's too useless." After speaking, Romo's mind stirred. Instantly, the system sensed something. The contents within that transparent attributes frame in front of him immediately changed. A huge pyramid-shaped network appeared. Listen to the full novel at FameTV.info, direct link in the description.